again, promotion aptitude test candidate, you are most welcome this evening. We would like to touch on a few areas before we go and write our promotion exams. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and like it. So we are looking at the concept of CGS. What is CGS? That is what we're going to look at. CGS simply means Captation Grant Scheme. Captation Grant Scheme. That is what we are going to look at. And the purpose of its establishment and the year that it was established. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. So we are looking at Captation Grant. And what is Captation Grant? Which year was it introduced? Captation Grant was introduced in the year the year 2005-2006 academic year, and it has a purpose that it was to introduce to do, and these purposes are going to reveal in this tutorial. Subscribe, like, and share. So Captation Grant was introduced with the intention of facilitating the achievement of the SPIP. Its main purpose of its introduction was to achieve the SPIP and the Millennium Development Goals in the year 2000. That was why it was introduced. It was very important in Ghana's education. And don't forget that it was introduced in the year 2005-2006 academic year. It was introduced by the then government, NPP government, that is Kufuor's government. It was very critical that it was introduced to be looked at. That is why it is important for us to deal with it before we go and write our promotion exams. So 2005-2006 academic year was the time that Captation Grant was introduced. And the Captation Grant was introduced to finance the primary and the junior high schools to help them function and function well. And it was a way to release the burden from the parents who are having challenges of paying their world school fees. That was why it was introduced in 2005-2006 academic year by the NPP government, by then Kufuor John Kufuor, that brought about this. So it was a fixed financial support for all basic schools, right from primary to the GSS. That was why it was introduced, and it was very important in Ghana's education system, and it's really helped Ghana education system. That parents were having challenges of paying their school fees to their wards, and some petty fees that were attached to it, and that was why it was introduced in the year 2000 to 2005-2006 academic year to help, and it's very important. So it were having some basic things that it was to cater for, and these basic things are very important. Was having a tough skin on parents to pay their wards, and that's why we're supposed to look at it. So Captation Grant was designed to empower schools financially to effectively and efficiently use the money to plan and carry out activities in the school performance improvement plan. So it was designed in a way to help Ghana's education, especially to the vulnerable parents and children who are not having money to send their wards to the school. So there are about 6 key categories areas that this SPIP help, or help the parents and help the school to improve. So the Captation Grant for schools caters for activities such as 1, enrollment drive. Enrollment drives. That is one of the key things that it was introduced. Enrollment drive, to drive enrollment. Or to increase learners attending school. So Captation Grant was introduced to drive enrollment, or some of the activities that it was introduced to take in the SPIP was enrollment drive. Then the second one is provision and acquisition of teaching and learning materials. Teaching and learning material were also very important for um, the Ghanaian schools to help learners learn. They need to teaching and learning material. So the capitation grant was introduced purposely for providing teaching and learning materials in the basic schools. That we need to know. It's very important. Then the third one is payment of sports and cultural fees. Previous years, um, parents were levied or parents were charged to pay capitation, to pay fee for sporting activities and cultural activities. So the reason why this one was introduced, capitation grant was introduced in 2005, 2006 academic year up to now, that it still exists, is to cater for these activities charges, that is sporting activities and cultural activities. Then school management. Previously, monies were levied from the parents to use it to manage the schools, but capitation grant came in to support this, or came in to release this burden from the parents, and it is used to cater for the TNT movement of health teachers and workshops that they attend. Then sanitation, to improve the sanitation level in the various schools, it was also used as one of the things. Then stationaries, buy stationery and pay utility bills, especially those who are using electricity. It was better for these resources to be introduced to help um, Ghana education service. Then the sixth one is to support the needy, those who are in the learners who are in school and having challenges in catering for their education. It was also one of the things that was introduced to um, help the needy children in the schools. Those who are brilliant, needy, but they don't have support from their parents. It was through this that it was used to help um, these children. Then the seventh one, or the seventh thing that the capitation grant also helped, was community and school relationship. It was to bring the community and the schools together as one, to help the communities to be part of education and to know what is going on in education. So SMC and its activities is catered for in the capitation grant. They need to approve the SPIP. They need to approve the school's budget to help mind the school. Now, in the SPIP, there are what is a SPIP? A SPIP is School Performance Improvement Plan. That is the SPIP, and it is a document. It's a roadmap set out um, to make changes in the school, to make improvement in the level of the learner's achievement or the learner's learning, and show how and when these changes will happen. And it was very important that you take note of these things before you go and write promotion aptitude test. The SPIP is prepared by the head teacher, as the head teacher in collaboration with his staff, to cover the areas or the academic areas that they need improvement and they need to help learners improve. And it's broken down. This SPIP is a yearly whole prepared thing, and it's broken down into terms, term 1, term 2, term 3, that we need to know. It's very important. So then the SMC approves and oversees the implementation of the capitation grant. The SMC approves and see to its implementation. So if you're asked in the promotion exams, the body that approves the capitation grant SPIP, or the SPIP, that is the School um, Performance Improvement Plan, It is the SMC that approves it and oversees its implementation. Then it is submitted to the district director. It is submitted to the district director for them to have a review and ensure that activities that are stated in the SPIP are in line with the education strategic plan and the other priority areas of education. So you don't just go with the SPIP and it's just giving go ahead. No, it needs to be looked into, review it, and see its benefits and see its potential of helping teaching and learning in the schools to improve it. So that is why we need to look at it. It's very important. Now, if you look at the SPIP is submitted, as I said, to the directorate for a review. What they do is the review. Then, if there are things that are not in line with the education strategic plan, those things are cancelled out. Then it is sent back by the head teacher to make some correction or make some improvement upon it before it is being accepted. Then management of capitation grant. How is capitation grant managed? When the capitation grant comes from the central government, the work of the district is to create a special bank account for capitation grant and is open in the district level, and signatories to the accounts are the district director and the the district accountant. These are the people who are in charge of this special capitation grant account, and we need to know that. Then the director also helped in a way of opening account for each and every school, so that their share of the money will be deposited in these schools accounts to help them get the finance or the financial support. So the district opened a separate bank account for every school in the district, in which the district pays the school grant or the capitation grant into that account for them to get the money. So at the school level, the head teacher and the SMC endorse the SPIP and request for the fund, and they jointly are responsible for the utilization of the money and the disbursement of the money. Capitation grant cash receipt is issued and maintained by the school for proper accountability. So proper accountability is needed, and we need to take note of this. Then the head teacher and the SMC chair are expected to submit reports to the district education office about the utilization of these monies. So it's very important we look at this. Don't forget to give a thumbs up to this video. It's very important. Those who are going to write the promotion aptitude test, take good note of this, and they will help you in your promotion aptitude test. And don't forget that we are still continuing with helping you pass your promotion aptitude test. So the district education or the district director of education also reports to the regional director of education and the director general on the application of the capitation grant. So key things are done to help this utilization of capitation grant. These are the personnel that you need to know and what you need to know about capitation grant. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We shall meet another time and have a good evening. Bye bye.